Let's see the classification of alcohol. Depends upon the number of functional group, that is OH, and also the where the hydroxy group is attached with the type of carbon. We can classify it as the following. First, the alcohol is classified into monohydric and polyhydric. We can easily identify that the monohydric means which containing only one OH group, for example ethanol. Then polyhydric means which contain more than OH group. For example, we can say dihydric alcohol, which contain a glycol. Example glycol, in where the OH group is attached to the carbon in 1-2 position. Okay. Then trihydric alcohol, in propane, the 3 OH groups are attached in 1, 2, 3 position. Then hexahydric alcohol, example sorbitol. Okay, this classification is completed. Polyhydric. Then the monohydric alcohol is again classified into the OH attached with the sp3 hybridized carbon or OH attached with the sp2 hybridized carbon. What is meant by sp3 and sp2? We can simply understand with a carbon in a hydrocarbon which only have a single bond is mentioned as sp3. Okay, but in the carbon which having a double bond which can have the sp2 hybridization. In 11th standard we learned that. Okay, then OH touches the sp2 hybridized carbon. The example is vinyl alcohol. The vinyl means if the carbon which contain both the functional group and the double bond. Okay, vinyl means if the carbon which contain both the functional group and the double bond in the same carbon. So see here ethanol. Okay, ethanol, where the first carbon which contain the double bond and also the functional group. This type is mentioned as vinyl. Okay. So this is completed. Okay, then again the OH group attached to the sp3 hybridized carbon is again classified into 3 types. That is OH group attached to the alkyl group, then OH group attached to the allyl group, then OH group attached to the benzyl group. So again classification that there is. Then OH attached to the alkyl group. The alkyl is again classified into primary, secondary and tertiary. So primary, secondary, tertiary means for example you can consider the ethanol. Okay, ethanol is a base, you remember that, where CH2OH, if the OH is attached with the, not only for OH, most of the functional groups like this only, the OH will directly attached to the CH2 group and one of the carbon from methyl. Okay, so methyl means CH3. So methyl means CH3. In that CH3, one of the hydrogen is replaced by another one R group. Okay, so CH2 functional group is known as primary. Then CH functional group, that means in methyl group the remaining 2 hydrogen is replaced by the alkyl group. So CHOH is secondary. Then in the methyl group 3 hydrogen is replaced by the alkyl or aryl group and the functional group, that is tertiary. Okay, then the next video I will explain clearly about the primary, secondary and tertiary once again. Okay, then the OH attached to the allyl. So allyl means if 2 carbon should be there, in the first carbon there is the functional group, in the second carbon there is the double bond. Okay, that is known as allyl. Okay, for example vinyl means same carbon there is a double bond and a functional group. Now that is vinyl. In allyl means in 2 carbon, the first carbon there is the functional group, then double bond means the next, not only 1 and 2, the adjacent carbon. The adjacent carbon there is one containing the functional group and the next containing the double bond. That is known as allyl. Okay, so these are the some examples in your book. The next OH group attached to the benzyl group. So benzyl benzene. Okay, so benzyl means not, this means C6H5CH2. This is known as benzyl. Okay, C6H5 which contain OH, that is phenyl, not benzyl. So C6H5CH2 now, that is known as benzyl. C6H5 OH na, that is phenyl. Okay, So this is the difference. The OH is indirectly attached to the C6H5. Okay, so this is the benzyl group C6H5 CH2. So see here also C6H5 OH, here also C6H5 then C. Okay, so the OH which is not directly attached here, but the OH is connected to the C6H5 with another one carbon. So this is the benzyl attachation. So this is the classification of alcohol. Okay.